Welcome to the Evolving But Backwards podcast.
Hello.
Hey Marius,
Hey Joy.
how you doing?
All good. Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to our podcast, guys. I hope you enjoy.
This is the 10th episode of season 12.
It's actually the first.
Yeah, still the...
Guys, this is our first podcast. We're very excited.
Okay, actually we recorded one more, but for legal reasons we chose not to upload it.
The podcast was too honest, I guess.
True.
I mean, I think we spoke a lot of good things. Or maybe we named names which we shouldn't have due to fear of legal recourse, you know?
Yeah, even though like we're super rich and we could go in court and win over it.
Malak, I'm poor as fuck. What you talking about?
You're rich at heart.
I am rich at heart, but unfortunately the world doesn't appreciate that. It's okay, you know, you don't need money. I don't need money, you know?
Okay, why we started talking about money?
I don't want to talk about money.
Okay, our subject today was like, we said like tax the rich and the problem with rents.
Do you think we say these things and want that topic because we're poor as fuck?
I mean, maybe we're biased a bit.
Maybe
Like
a
if
little
we
bit.
were rich, would we start talk about that?
If I was rich, ain't nobody coming near my fucking money. I can tell you that.
So you support rich getting richer and poor getting poorer?
Only if I'm rich.
Okay.
Only if I... No, to be honest, if I were to be rich, if I was rich, I would still be for the people. I really would. I know everybody says that.
Bitch.
I know. I wish you could see Marius's face right now. He's like looking at me like, what kind of bullshit are you saying? But no, really. I think if I were rich, I would want to help people. I really do. I really
But
do.
in an aristocratic way, where you don't have to like dirty your hands or something.
The thing, I'm like this right now. I'm like, here's my money, whatever money I have, to help you. Interesting. I don't know. No. Yeah, I think I would help from afar. If I were to be honest.
You will send positive vibes.
Yes. If I were to be honest, I was never the kind of person who would go to a shelter.
Is this gonna be called positive vibes?
I'm down for it.
Hella,
I'm
it's
down for
happening.
it. I mean,
And
that
we're gonna
is
talk about like very deep down humane and painful.
stuff,
Yeah.
and also like useless stuff. That's just fun. Why not?
Okay, should we just introduce ourselves a bit? I mean, we jumped immediately with that.
Oh, sure. My name's Joey. And that's it, folks. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, like,
No,
give us more.
I'm Lebanese. I'm from Lebanon, so I've known struggle. I've been here in Greece. We're in Greece, by the way.
Yes.
I've been here in Greece for 3 years now. It's crazy to think about it.
It has been 3 years.
I think so.
Popo.
Popo Malaka.
What's your Greek ID?
They don't give it to me because they don't speak Greek.
Yeah, true. They don't give it to anyone.
I do speak a few words. Should
Go.
I introduce it to the folks? All right. Popo, επόμενη στάση, περίμενε, Bugazza. By the way, I have a problem. I like Bugazza too much. I am a Bugazza poster child, to be honest. Whatever I do, wherever I go, I talk about Bugazza. It's annoying. Is
You're
it annoying?
influencer. No,
Is it annoying?
it's your content.
It's like what I'm passionate about, to be honest. I feel like the Greeks don't appreciate Bugazza.
No, we appreciate Bugazza.
Do you think?
But thank you that you are like promoting more.
No, I'm definitely a supporter of Bugazza. I feel like it's such an easy thing to eat. Like it's convenient. For lazy people, you will relate to me that the convenience is key. It's also very good and it's sweet, but it's not like you're eating something really like
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
You
yeah.
need water in a bit, yes.
Exactly. I'm getting like my mouth is watering right now just talking about
You
Bugazza.
could order some Bugazza.
Yeah,
What
maybe.
else about you? You're singing.
I am a bad singer. I consider myself, just very quick, before I continue talking about myself, guys, you should do whatever you like to do, even if you're bad at it, right? But you should be aware that you're bad at it. Don't go around saying I'm amazing when you're shit. Yeah, so I like music. I'm singing. I love video games. I play video games. My computer's broken right now, but I'm trying to fix it.
Hell, you're gonna make money from the podcast and you're gonna build a beast PC.
I'm doing this just for the fun. If I get rich off of this, sure, why not?
You can also help the poor.
Absolutely, from afar. From afar. How about you? This is pretty much about me, guys. Maybe the next episode, if we have 2
He's
viewers, they can ask me.
56 years old.
Fuck you. I'm 33. I'm 33 years old. 33 and thriving.
The years of the Jesus, man. Like, you need to be careful.
when I was 27, I wanted to die.
The club of 27.
Exactly.
I'm in the club of 27 right now.
Yeah,
What
this
the
is
fuck?
the perfect time to get deceased, honestly.
Malaka. I
I'm
will
not
be
saying you should.
unalive.
Yeah, because now you can't wish people death, so you can just say, oh, maybe it's better for that person to be unalive. But again, I'm not promoting self-harm. I'm not
For
promoting.
legal reasons, it's for comedic purposes.
Exactly. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm not saying I'm just trying to, right?
Okay.
How about you, Marie? Or Marie?
Marius.
Okay, sure.
Apparently, I'm on the club of 27.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be careful this year, or I will live forever young.
Yeah.
I'm Greek, as you can tell from my accent.
Your beautiful accent.
My beautiful accent. I like to paint.
You're a great painter. Can I just interject here and say you're a great painter?
Thank you, Habibi.
You're welcome.
But mostly hobby and like therapy, not just. I don't do it like professionally or whatever. I don't call myself a painter, even though I am. Boom.
You should, by the way. You are. Like for me, so do you think like I do music, bad music? Actually, no. I should promote myself better.
The best music ever.
The best music that ever existed, the Beatles, who? But you should say I'm a painter, or I'm an artist, or I'm a musician. Even if you don't do it professionally, why not?
Yes.
It's something that you do, so you are that.
Muy bien. I also like video games. Like, I'm not obsessed with them. I don't spend all of my day, but I enjoy a good game every once in a while. You want to interject again?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that video games have a bad reputation. That if you play video games, you're automatically a type of person. It's bullshit. I hate it.
Like some kind of prejudice against video games. Like, you play games, you waste your life. But then you have people watching Netflix 12 hours a day, and that's not wasting your. But this is acceptable.
Amen. I want to say video games are fun. They're something you can fill your time with, even if you have something else to do and you just.
No, it's like watching an amazing movie that you're part of it. I mean,
you're
it's
experiencing
like single-player games or hanging out with your friends or multiplayer. Anyway, there's a bigger aspect on video games.
Tell us, Pato.
We can talk about video games today.
That's amazing.
And also love traveling. I think one of the things in human nature that, or as are humans, like what define us or what we should strive for is to explore the world at least. Where at some point that flying is cheap and easy.
Again. Cheap again, because right now ticket prices are insane. I don't know why.
Yeah, but if you compare like for 20 years ago, it's cheap.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Relatively. Like to go to London from Athens, it used to be like 1,000. Now you can go for 40 euros. Yeah, you might find with 200 euros, but still it's like 80% down from what it was 10, 15 years ago. So.
Do you think everybody should travel at least once in their lifetime?
Once a year minimum.
I'm with you. Like, you know me, I love traveling as well. But I'm saying a lot of people don't do it. If you even go talk to people your age right now, a lot of people have never left their country, which I don't understand. So,
my cousin, for example. Mike, go abroad, bitch.
That's really putting him on the spot. What do you think travel gives to a person?
Perspective. You see different cultures. I mean, you can be really close-minded if you don't see how other things work and how other people, other cultures. So apart from like amazing memories that you can be like, you know what, I saw the Northern Lights, or I walked on the Great Wall of China, or I
You've
saw
seen the Northern Lights. You can.
Yes, I have. Apart from like bragging rights or just memories, I mean, it really expands your mind to see different stuff, and it also takes you in consideration of how unimportant like the day-to-day struggles are, in the sense that you're like a tiny bit, like you're an ant to the universe, like literally.
I'm almost drowning. You're so deep, Ella. But
I'm the
so
most
true.
deep. Anyway, so yes, I think that's traveling is for me. So yes.
I think as well.
Next flight I'm going to. Next flight I'm going to Sweden and Norway. But I'm planning for Japan, and I'm excited as fuck.
And he's gonna get a bonsai tree from there.
Yes, and a katana.
And
a kimono.
What color is the bonsai you're gonna be?
And a tattoo. The bonsai is gonna be red.
Of course.
Or purple if I can get one.
Are there purple bonsais exist?
I need to Google this.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
What if they do though, bitch?
And then my mind is blown. But I think you said something absolutely right. Travel is important, not for bragging rights at all, but for... No, what? They exist.
Oh my god.
Purple rain wisteria bonsai seeds, fast growing.
Malaga, look
It
at
says
it.
Alibaba.
What is it?
Because if it's Alibaba, it's probably shit.
Έτσι.
Oh, Etsy. Okay.
Malaga, it's beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
This one though. Oof.
The magenta. We're looking at Google right now just to tell you.
Bonsai trees.
Bonsai tree.
Hey, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna come back from Japan with bonsai trees.
And purple bonsai trees exist. There you go. Food for thought. Are you gonna order it now?
No.
Are you gonna...
Can I not play with my phone? What
Yeah,
are you?
because,
a
like-
school teacher?
We're doing a podcast, Marie.
True. But it's chill.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, we talked about like eat the rich, whatever. Also, you need to charge your cigarette.
No. Whenever I don't
trend.
smoke, why are you telling the people I
You're
smoke?
vaping.
I'm vaping. I'm a vapor now. I quit smoking after like 10 years of smoking. That means I have to charge it. Malaka. I don't want to charge it. It's because like right now our setup is very rudimentary. So if I telos padon. Do you think you're ever gonna be rich, Marius?
Define rich.
A lot of money. I think that's the only way you can really define it.
Look, not really. At least not right now, like in Greece. Like to make money in Greece, you need to already be rich or to be like a shady person, let's say, which I'm not. Like,
You're not? Okay.
maybe legally to like make a lot of money, it's not possible right now in Greece.
Would you do illegal stuff to
No.
become rich?
No, my freedom is worth more than having
No. With
a
no
large bank account.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said illegal, maybe shady, because a lot of rich people do shady stuff that is technically legal.
Okay, no,
No.
I
good
wouldn't.
for
I
you.
wouldn't fuck over someone just to make money. Fuck it.
No, because we're good people, honestly.
I mean, why would you fuck over someone just to? And the thing is that like people that have money, they just make more money. Like you see people that they have money and they just work or just spend them on bullshit. I mean, if I had money, I would just be in Ibiza drinking cocktails and enjoying my life. You know.
You would do that for a little while, then you would get bored. I saw once something on YouTube or on a podcast or something. Somebody got really rich. They went to Hawaii. And they're like, this is going to be the rest of my life or something like that, which is an understandable thing to do, right? Once you have money, you have the freedom. You're just going to go live as you always imagine what life should be. After, I think, 3-4 months, they're like, okay, now what? I don't know if that's going to apply to me. I think I'll be fine.
Look, if I had like money, I would enjoy myself and like travel around the world or whatever. But I mean, I could paint, you know. If I don't have the need of like having money, I can just have a nice atelier and a gallery and start painting.
Don't you think you need to do something in life? Even if you had money, the cool thing, if you have money, you have the freedom to do whatever you want, right? To work in whatever you want.
You can become a streamer and play Call of Duty all day. I mean, this is what
But that's what I'm telling you. I think, in my opinion, at the beginning, you would do all of these things. You would kind of get them out of your system. But then later on, you feel like you need to do something that contributes to the world, right? I think a lot of people, what they lack in their jobs and careers is purpose. As human beings, I think we need purpose. I think you need to feel like whatever you're doing contributes to some sort of good in the world. That's why I think at the beginning, right now, because I'm poor as fuck, I send donations.
Support us on Patreon.
I'll create a Patreon.
Skillshare, we're starting a podcast. If you want any sponsorship.
What about Skillshare? It's on every single advertisement on YouTube.
NordVPN.
What the
Or
hell?
the established titles. Become a lord in Scotland.
Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. But yeah, I think I would say, if I got a lot of money, I wouldn't work. I would do this. I would do that. I would travel all the time.
You will find a different way to funnel your energy because you are not gonna care about like I need to work and pay rent or whatever. You're just gonna find something else to give you purpose. The thing is that life isn't meant to have a purpose. I mean, this is more of a cultural thing that a society thing that you need to have a purpose. Everybody is unique and significant. Malaka, in the perspective of a planet, of humanity, Malaka, you don't matter. You die, it's okay.
No, I'm with
There's
you
still
on
like
that.
8 billion.
I'm with you on that. I'm not saying God put me on this earth to do something. I'm not saying that at all. I don't think that's true. But even think about it, like
It's,
ancient
it's
times.
society that it tells you that you need to have a purpose.
No, but
You can find your own like inner.
of course,
of mind
your
or
own
whatever.
purpose. No. For example, back in the day, meaning I don't know, 5,000 years ago, or whatever.
Like in Greece, that we were building the Acropolis and
Exactly,
giving-
and you created the
Yeah,
civilization
everything.
and
And
democracy and
yes.
all of that. Yes, of course. I think this is the first time I've ever heard that from a Greek.
Yes.
But your purpose was to provide for your family, to survive, to procreate, that kind of thing. It was basic, but you had a purpose.
Nice times.
Nice times. I would say simple times, but
Have you played Far Cry Primal?
actually, I have.
I haven't. And
Actually, I have.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Okay.
I would recommend it, by the way.
I will play it on my Beast PC.
There you go. He's building a great PC, and my PC is broken. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm happy for you. No, I am happy for you.
What were you saying?
I was saying that even now, I'm not saying, it's society that makes you want to have a purpose. You, as a human being with a consciousness, you want to feel like what you're doing matters. That being said, I'm not here advocating, you should strive to change the world or something like that. You should try to do something that gives you joy, that you feel like you do something really well and it's contributing to something. Not necessarily, if you're not that altruistic, not necessarily contributing to society, contributing to something at least, your own life.
Look, some people are artistic, some people are not. They just exist. Like I've seen people that just exist, that they literally just wake up to work and stash money and they do nothing with their life. Like if we're going to take ourselves as, let's say, specimens on this theoretical question, in the end of the day, if you would reach, you can just focus on your music, I can focus on my painting, and this will contribute into arts.
But okay, perfect. I agree. Because I've honestly met people who don't overthink these things. They exist, they're alive, and they're happy. So good for them. But for you, don't you feel like painting, okay, it's kind of a therapy, music as well, I suppose, for me, but don't you suppose that kind of gives you a purpose? Then you want to create something, you want to contribute in that way, you want to create something. That's a purpose. I would call that a
it's
purpose.
art. Like some people like it, some people hate it. I mean, where am I contributing?
But for
in our current, I don't know, generation's art.
No.
Will I be the next Da Vinci?
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to be like famous or whatever, but you're doing something that you feel is contributing to something, not to society, to you as a human being. It's advancing you as a human being. Don't you feel like when you create your paintings that you maybe, I don't know, think of a new thought that opens your mind to a new way of thinking? Or isn't it some sort of vehicle for you? I said that so American. A vehicle.
How fancy are you?
Not really, but okay.
The most.
The least.
Okay, no, like, not really.
Really? Okay.
Like when I travel, I see shit and I'm like, I want to paint it. Or when I experience stuff, I'm like, okay, well, that's a nice feeling. I want to put it into like a painting or whatever. It's not the other way around.
For me, when I'm creating something, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's something digital, whether it's music, whether I'm writing something, I feel like, I just did something worth something. Maybe not to anybody else, but to me.
I've thought about that as well. Like, I don't expect to see my paintings ever in a museum or something, you know?
You never know.
But then I'm like, okay, in some years, like, this painting will exist with my name on it. And I have contributed in some way that, you know what, someone will see it and they will enjoy my art or whatever. Let's say it's alien invasion, then half of the population dies. Years later, the earth is still in rumbles. They start to build the shit from ground up again, and someone finds my painting and says, this is what the people used to paint.
Two random thoughts that came to my head. Can I throw them at you?
Yes, of course. Do you believe in aliens?
I think, yeah. I think it's very selfish to think that in this whole gigantic...
Like, it's a simulation, so let's start with that. Anyway, yes.
That would be effed up.
Do Sims, when you play Sims, the game, do they know that they're a game? No.
But they're not real people, right?
How do you know that they are not the real people to themselves?
Touche. I don't think it's a simulation.
Anyway, what were the two questions?
Oh, yeah. To answer you, yes, I believe aliens exist. And I think that if ever I saw something that if ever humanity goes extinct, the only traces of us will be in like thousands of years is plastic. That's a fun fact.
Nice.
Number two that came to my mind that I wanted to ask you, if ever there was a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion, do you think you would survive?
Realistically, no. But because I play a lot of games, I would like to think that I would.
I think I would. I think I would. You know why? Because I think I can survive in the wilderness.
Look, I've told you that in my village,
It's a town. It's not a village.
mine is a village, more.
No, it's a town. You have everything.
Yeah, okay, sure. In my townhouse, in my hometown's home, I mean, we're like power sufficient with solar panels and whatnot. I have like literally bows and arrows in my house because I
Seriously.
yeah, I used to do archery. So
It's pretty cool, eh?
yeah, so I'm like, if I can get, like, if it happens I'm in Athens with like 4 million people around me, maybe I'm not gonna make it. If somehow I make it to my village, yes, I'm gonna make it.
I always say for zombie apocalypse, you have to live in an island because they can't get to you on an island.
Or in a mountain.
But a mountain, I guess they can climb it, no? Zombies, do they know how to operate a boat? I don't think so.
It depends of
What kind of zombies?
what zombie movie you watch. In a Romero zombie movie, I think they were getting smarter and they could use a car or whatever. So it depends.
No, I don't like that at all.
The thing is that in the mountains, they would get cold. Like still, they are humans, so they wouldn't go there.
Do they
in case
feel? Usually,
no, they
zombies
wouldn't
don't
feel. But by the way, about the Last of Us, that we're like Last of Us is the amazing. Yes, very good.
The best show right
It's
now.
very good. The last episode was a bit of a filler. Let's see on today's episode. But okay, I literally grew up playing like the first game. I was in high school. So I always loved the series, like the best game ever. And now the series is very good. And I really like, it's the first time that you see like something that has some possibility. Like how the virus came to be. Like the
It's
fungus.
realistic.
Yes, cordyceps, like it exists.
It does. It exists in ants actually.
Yeah.
And it actually alters their mind. It makes them go to. By the way,
They go to nests of other ants and they just spread the spores.
Fun fact, because it was very interesting to me, so I researched it. How does cordyceps work and all of that? So basically, the fungus. I don't know if I can say smart. It's intelligent or whatever. It knows what it's doing. Basically, to be accurate. So ants are very clean animals. They clean themselves, they clean other ants and that kind of thing. So whenever there's some sort of infection in an ant nest, they will actually throw out the ant or kill it and throw it out. So what cordyceps does, it makes the ant go near the nest and go to a leaf where it goes inverted, like it sits
It
underneath.
bites like the leaf doesn't fall down.
Yeah, it bites it and then the spores come out of the ant. And then they spread, but they're near the nest, so they will infect other ants. That's so fascinating to me that it knows
Where to go?
where to go. It knows it cannot like infect the ant and the ant go to the nest because they will kick it out. So it knows to go near it, so it kind of infects the other ants. And how it's mind-boggling to me, maybe because I'm not that intelligent, but it's mind-boggling to me.
How a fungus knows exactly.
Knows
what to do.
exactly what to do. It knows that the ants will do this. It knows that it has to go near. It knows how does it lead the ant to go to the leaf to bite
Malaka,
it?
have you
fuck?
seen the flower that looks like a hummingbird?
I don't think I have.
Wait.
What does it do?
It's made this way. Wait.
Yeah. He's Googling it. 1 second. Very many.
It looks like this.
Okay. Oh.
No, wait. Let me find it. So that like predators that they would normally go and eat it, they think that okay, there's a bird there, so they don't go and eat it.
Okay.
How the fuck does the plant knows how a bird looks? That's my question.
That's amazing. That's evolution for you.
Like, do you see this?
Yeah, it looks like exactly like a bird. Exactly like a bird. That's actually insane.
So how the fuck does the flower know how to look like a flower, like a bird?
It's evolution, but I still like it's mind-boggling.
Do you want me to give you a small spoiler for The Last of Us?
This episode?
No,
oh no,
it's
from,
from
the,
the
video
games.
game? No, actually no, because I'm really enjoying that
It's
show.
like it's from the second game, so by the time it happens, you will not even remember. Like, it's a very small thing.
Small, eh?
Yeah, the thing is that like in reality with cordyceps, in the game, like there are places that they have spores. Like people that went there and they couldn't like bite anyone, they kind of fade away, die, and release spores so that anyone walking there. They usually do this like in metros, houses, and shit that people will go in.
Yeah.
So normal people will like wear masks so that they don't inhale it, but Ellie's already immune. If you want spoilers about that, I can tell you.
No.
So Ellie doesn't need to wear a mask. So in the second game, you're kind of hunting down, because no one knows that like Ellie is immune. So in the second game, you're hunting down like a person, and she runs into they go like into a metro or something that was like full of spores. And while they were fighting, like the villain takes Ellie's mask off so that she kills her, and Ellie's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and the other ones were like shocked, like, "What the fuck?"
All right, that's a small spoiler.
It's
Okay,
a
thank
very
you.
like nice cinematic scene in the game, and I'm sure they will do something similar in the. I didn't tell you who and what,
No, don't tell me. Don't.
and
tell
you already
me.
know that Ellie is immune, so fuck you.
No, I know that. I know that. I wish the series like they released all the episodes because it's killing me waiting.
Yeah, but if they do that, that means that it would be on Netflix, and it would be shit if it were on Netflix. So
No, we're not necessarily. To be honest, 90. Have you ever done this? You open Netflix, you want to watch something, and you're scrolling and scrolling.
yeah,
Literally,
you have
there's
so
nothing.
many
What
things,
the
but they're all
hell?
trash.
What the hell? And now they have the audacity to say, "Oh, you can't share accounts anymore." I'm not paying 20 fucking
By the
euros
way,
to watch
I have
Stranger
like
Things.
5 people using my account and haven't asked for money for months.
But you're
I
not.
need to ask.
No, you shouldn't. You should be a good friend.
You also want.
No, I'm good. I already leech off of my sister, so it's fine.
Good.
I have Disney Plus.
Also, what the fuck is this? Like, I have HBO Max, Disney Plus, Netflix. What the fuck? Can you just not make one? Do I need paid super subscription?
Can I give you a little hint? Not a hint. Advice,
Pirate Bay.
guys. It's the future. I'm telling you, it's this new service.
we are how's the expression? We are evolving, but backwards.
Devolving. To be honest, not even Pirate Bay. You can find websites where
You know
can watch
Streamio?
everything. Is it like one of those?
It's an application you actually download. That's
no.
already with torrents and shit.
Oh.
The things I don't know if it's on iPhones. I mean, it's on Androids.
There are websites that I can give you, but I can't here. I
the-
guess it's illegal to.
Yeah, all of those are for comedic purposes. They're all.
Exactly. We don't
like-
actually watch. I
We
don't
don't
actually
condone
use them.
piracy.
No,
You need
piracy.
to pay the license.
You know how much money they pay for those shows. You have to support them, guys.
But it's normal, like Netflix is wasting like millions to make shit shows that they will cancel themselves.
Do you think
in one season.
we think it's shit, but other people like it? This is what I think about. Why would they do them?
Yeah, but the
then?
quality is low. Right? Like you can see The Last of Us, which is like
amazing.
in every aspect, and forget like the story that okay, it was already in a game that has sold like 40 million copies, so like people know it already. It's an established IP. The thing is that how it's filmed, like the filmography and the effects, like it reeks quality.
It reeks quality. I like that. Yeah.
And then you watch like Netflix, like big
No, but Stranger
shows
Things
like
was really good. To be
yeah,
honest,
okay, but
Still
then
really
you
good.
see like The Witcher, which could have been amazing.
That's
like,
a whole other like
yeah, and it's shit.
can of worms.
I mean,
is.
it looks cheap.
I think
If they would put The Witcher on HBO Max, it would have been 10 times better.
I think the main actor, I don't remember his name.
Henry Cavill. He
Yeah.
quitted to become the Superman because they told him come to be the Superman again, and then they told him, you're not going to play Superman now, so they replaced him on The Witcher.
Was
They
it?
fired him
I
from
think
Superman.
I think he didn't rejoin the show
No.
because he didn't agree on how the story was going and
Yeah,
how
they were
making it.
diverting a lot from the source material.
I think that's why. I'm not sure, to be honest. I cannot say for certain. But it's not always a given, because you were saying The Last of Us, it's recognizable. Usually video game adaptations get
They're shit. It's the
And
first video
they're-
game adaptation that...
No.
is good.
I love Rotten Tomatoes. I always go to Rotten Tomatoes before I watch anything, just to have an idea of the critic. No, usually they're right, to be honest. Usually they are right.
I don't check a lot of critic stuff, and I'll tell you why. I would rather watch it myself and say it's shit, rather than go on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes and check, because a lot of people might like how you call it, like bomb review. Like they don't even watch it, but they are already biased that it's gonna be shit.
That's why I don't
That's what they
check
did.
IMDb though.
They did this. No, they did it on Rotten Tomatoes.
No,
like on
Rotten
the-
Tomatoes are just critics. I
No,
just look
it's
at
like
the critics.
it's critic score and
Audience
critics
score.
all critics also get paid. The thing is that for Hogwarts Legacy, the new video game, which is like dope as fuck, because the whole thing with J.K. Rowling happened and they are trying to cancel here. And okay, I'm with you, like do whatever you want. but they're boycotting the game just because of the politics around the author of the books.
All
I'm
right,
like,
all
what
right.
the fuck?
Fair enough. Some directors, authors do controversial things, which causes that. But in general, if you go, of course they can be wrong, okay? But for me, how I think, I'm not gonna go watch 10 hours of a show which has 0% on Rotten
You know
Tomatoes.
what happened with the second game of The Last of Us? First day it released that no one has played it because they have leaked the story a few months ago. There was like a data leak. First day that they could review, the review bombed it and it got like 2 out of 10 or whatever,
But
because
later
people
on, they didn't
already
get-
didn't like the story. For me, it was the best game ever. Like it's drama obviously, but it's like a roller coaster. Like it takes you up and down. You really don't understand if you're like the good guy or the bad guy. Like
So
you
like
need
life.
to play it, Malaga.
I wish I could. It's always been on a PS, and I never had the PS. But you told me that now I can play the first game on PC. Right?
Actually, they are gonna release it now. I thought it was already released. I'm not sure if your PC can play it though. You can play it on mine.
Thank you so much. I need a video card. By the way,
Ella, we're gonna do gaming nights and we're gonna start streaming them.
I'm so down for that. I'm so down for
Should
that.
we?
Yeah,
Ella.
Wednesdays.
Yes.
With
Wednesdays
pizza.
with Mario and Joy.
Yes.
Do you know Fridays with PewDiePie?
No.
The Friday with
The only
PewDiePie.
time I ever watched PewDiePie when he had that rivalry with that Indian company.
T-Series.
T-Series. That was peak PewDiePie. But other than that, to be honest, I find him a little bit annoying. But during that period, it was really fun. He was really fun. And his content was really fun. But I've never been a huge PewDiePie fan. I always thought that he's a little bit... I have to be kosher here. I can't like say that.
Also, we have jumped through so many different topics.
That's usually how it fucking goes in real life, to be honest. So,
Okay, also, I really want to talk again about the zombie apocalypse or alien thing. Do you know about the... Okay, let's start with aliens. Okay, this is the
Let's
episode,
go for it.
This is an episode about aliens, zombies, and video games and everything. Okay, you
you
know
want to start
about
with zombies or aliens?
aliens first.
Okay, let's
Do
go
you
for
know, because also Elon Musk mentioned it, do you know the great filter concept?
Educate me, Habibi. I
Okay.
have no idea what that is.
Okay, so there is like this whole theory that each civilization needs to go through the great filter.
All right.
The great filter is like when you reach a point,
You reset. I know. Like,
either you can skip that level and then you become, let's say, an interstellar civilization, or you die.
Amazing.
Because like humanity will kill each other, like with nuclear or whatever. The thing with the great filter is that it makes sense as a concept that either you progress so much that you reach a different level of species, let's say, or you never reach that point because you just kill each other, or you don't have enough power, energy, or whatever to proceed sufficiently. And the whole discussion about the great filter is that if it was accurate, we should already have found other civilizations that didn't make the filter or did, like other ruins of other civilizations that they went extinct because they couldn't progress any further, or you would see aliens. And then on the other hand, the discussion is like, what if we are the first civilization that is like so developed, and either we are going to become the first species that can harness the sun or whatever,
Yeah.
or never skip the filter. So we're gonna be the ancient ruins when other civilizations evolve.
So it basically implies that maybe before us there was a whole
Yes.
population that lived, reached a really high level, and
But they couldn't go
self-destructed.
like this. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know how I feel about that. It makes sense, but again, if we can find fossils of dinosaurs from millions of years ago, couldn't we have, by this point,
We
found?
haven't checked planets.
But so
this
it's
discussion is
saying
like
basically
different
they went to
planets.
other planets. Okay.
No, they are in other planets, not in us. Like in Earth, okay, we have found as much as we have. The thing is like how, like if you check a different planet, let's say that we land in a different planet, not just like the moon or Mars, you should find ruins, let's say, or something, of other civilizations.
But just to make sure I understand, we're talking outside of the our galaxy, basically.
In different
Some
planets.
Different
let's say.
planets.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know.
Because they have found
wouldn't
other,
have we known?
they haven't found other planets that are like Earth, that they could support life.
I think a few years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, there was a planet. I don't remember the name. It was like 9X, blah 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 blah. That is very similar to Earth. Oh, just small tangent. if there was another planet that was inhabitable, and they're like, okay, let's go. We're gonna take, I don't know, 10 million people to go to start populating that planet, and you can still visit back Earth and that kind of thing. Would you do it?
If I can visit Earth, yes. If they would tell me it's like a one-way trip, no.
Hell no. I think even if it was a return flight, if there was a return flight, I wouldn't do it. What's the point?
Why not? Don't you want to see the space and a different planet?
Definitely, but I don't want to live there.
Look, if you go there and it's just like Earth, yeah, it makes no sense. Just go to a different country. If you go there and you end up seeing like two suns above you and northern lights and the sky
Everywhere.
being like purple, I don't know. Yes, like if it's a different experience, yeah, it makes sense. Like if you go there and just like Earth but different topography, I don't know, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Topography is the perfect, your vocabulary, Habibi, honestly.
What can I do?
What can you do when you are blessed? I don't think I would. I don't know. I would visit maybe, but I would not live. Do they have Amazon? Do they have eFood? These are the questions I want to know.
The unsolicited advertisement we're doing.
By the way, Walt as well. Like, we don't discriminate. If they have all these services.
Please sponsor us.
Yes, please sponsor us, by the way. You know how much money I've spent on eFood, honestly, and a crazy amount. Give us a small sponsorship, and we will sponsor you again.
One Bugatsa, we'll keep you going.
Yes. Ziblo Cafe, if you hear me, I've paid so much money. Please assist. We were talking about alien invasions. Never mind.
Okay, what about zombies?
I would survive a zombie
First of all, do you think
apocalypse.
that zombies is a possibility? Like,
It already is. In the natural world, there are zombies. Like cordyceps with ants, that's zombie. COVID, okay, the actual... Wait, think about it. COVID was a virus to begin with, right? And then this version was unearthed by killing animals in China, blah, blah, blah. Who knows what else is out there? Maybe there is indeed some sort of virus that could alter the way you act, right? Kind of possible.
the only, like, scientific proven zombie-related stuff is cordyceps. Nothing else.
No, but there
And
are
the thing
still
is-
many
and the thing
diseases
is
that have
Yeah,
not
but
been discovered.
The thing is that a virus, either it's like super aggressive, so it will kill you, or it will not. It will be super low key because you're like the host, so it wants to keep you like alive, so that the virus can live as well. So that's the thing. Like COVID was not so aggressive, that's why it could spread. But SARS was like aggressive as fuck. So people that would get SARS, they would probably die, and then they cannot spread it.
Yeah.
The fungus, though, like cordyceps and how it works, it keeps the host alive until it can no longer do anything else. This is the only like realistic way to have a zombie apocalypse. And also the
Yes.
thing, on the first episode, they had this like scientist that said that you can, like, you have medicine for a virus and shit, but for fungus you don't.
Yeah, that's why she said bomb the whole fucking
Yes,
city.
and I mean-
No, but my point is, I wasn't. By the way, just for the record, I wasn't implying COVID can control you or anything like that. I'm just saying. See, like sometimes new things come up in the
Next
world.
episode, conspiracy theories.
I would fucking love that. The Rothschilders are gonna come after us. But I was just saying that there are things that we haven't yet discovered, right? Maybe diseases, maybe funguses, maybe bacteria. I don't know.
You know, we really
That
haven't
can actually alter you.
We really haven't explored the ocean.
Isn't that the saying is 95% of the ocean we don't know what the fuck there is there? So maybe there's some sort of
Aliens,
know.
Atlantis.
found it. But yeah, I think it's a possibility.
What if we now are spreading the truth without knowing it, and lizard people will come out of the sewers to kill us in our sleep?
Yesterday I was talking about lizard people. Wow.
Ella, lizard people, next episode.
Are they among us?
Yes.
No.
I mean, you can see Mark Zuckerberg. He doesn't look very human.
He's not human. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm gonna get sued. He is a human. It's okay. We're all different.
Yeah, we say this for comedic purposes. of
Absolute comedic purposes. You know, he's a nice guy. He's connecting people every day.
Let me turn off my phone real quick. Mark,
Have you ever-
Mark, if you can hear this, we're just
Wait.
funny.
Have you ever had this? You were talking to somebody about something.
And you get advertisements.
Literally, it's insane.
It's actually how it works. It's not like a conspiracy theory. Your phone listens to you. It listens to you 24/7.
No,
Alexa
it's
does
crazy.
the same.
This is why I don't have Alexa, because that's creepy. But
Yeah, but your phone's okay.
I mean, I need a phone.
Apple can have it, Amazon cannot.
I am kind of bad with that kind of thing. I do click accept on all cookies, whatever I can.
Hey, you're hungry, is it so wrong?
Honestly,
Give me that sweet cookie.
Just to give you an example of how crazy that was. One time I was in Egaleo. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Egaleo. And I was like just memeing. I was memeing really hard. I was just making jokes about all the very, very popular, like, my heart will go on every night, or there can be miracle. And then whatever, I opened Facebook, and there was literally some sort of, I don't remember if it was an ad or a post about one of the songs. And these are like 20-year-old songs that you wouldn't usually see on your phone. And like, holy shit, they're looking at us. They're
the whole
tracking
mentality,
us.
they're like, they have department that is about engagement and how to keep you like as hooked as possible. So if you sing something, say something, talk about something, obviously the algorithm will give you something related because this is what you like to keep you engaged. Because when you use a free product, you are the product. So
I heard this saying, there was a documentary on Netflix about social media and all of that. And there was a guy, a very smart guy, peculiar looking. He had like long hair. Anyway, not relevant. But he said, when something is free, you are the product. And I absolutely agree with that.
Because
absolutely.
like I've told about my friend that is working in a gaming company. He's working in the like, or together with like the marketing and engagement team, because like a free to play game. So engagement and how they will get people hooked on playing the game is part of it.
Doesn't that sometimes make you want to just go to an island, get a piece
like
of land,
some sheep, so I can like
just,
make my
and
wool,
just like live
Yeah.
away from all this bullshit?
Hey, like we're going to this meta cyberpunk dystopia in a few years. Where you're gonna have to pay to leave your house or whatever. It's gonna happen eventually.
Aren't we already there? Look at what happened with China.
Not yet, but we're getting there.
I think
Baby steps, because like when people that are in power and they have agendas, because it's true, it's not. This is not a conspiracy theory. Like there are rich people that have agendas. They don't plan it out to happen in a year. They plan it out in generations. The kids will do it, because they are just controlling everything. The thing is that if you tell someone like tomorrow you do this, they are gonna say no. Okay, people were very obedient with COVID, but this also includes like a threat of life. But then
it's fear.
They take away liberties, and then you get
How?
more used to it.
With
and then
fear. With
year
fear.
after year, they'll like remove stuff like for your own good, and then you end up being in these movies that we watch and like, how can they live there?
That's very true. Maybe that's the truest thing you've ever said, honestly. And they do it via fear, right? They scare you. They say, we're doing this for your own good, for your own safety, for your family, for your children, all of that. And they chip away at your rights. Honestly, it's petrifying. And it's not in the future. It's already happening. And the moment, let me just tell you this, and the moment they say, we're gonna microchip you and this is your ID, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here. I am going to that island.
Look, about this whole microchip thing, which is like, for me, it's a bit of a conspiracy theory because they really don't need to do that. Like, they have your phone. Why would it chip you? I mean,
They will,
phones
trust
exist.
me.
Like, they have everything. They can hear us speak right now where we are.
Your phone, you can leave it in your house, leave, and nobody can track you. If you have a microchip,
You know what?
they know where.
What is a bit scary? Like, since we ended up talking about the conspiracy theories that we are gonna explore more in the next episode. A friend of mine, like, we're talking like it was like COVID quarantine, like the peak of quarantine, whatever.
Yeah.
That had to leave the house and have the documents and the QR code for her vaccination, to go to the swimming pool or whatever. And we're talking about like the whole thing, like if they're gonna actually give you like a barcode or chip or whatever for your convenience. Like, instead of like having your phone and a QR code, you can just do this. It's like, yeah, I would do that, so I don't have to carry my phone or ID or whatever.
No. I mean, for me, definitely not.
And it was like more of a like fun discussion, like what if they do this? And she was like, yeah, I mean, it's convenient, I wouldn't mind. And there are a lot that they're like this.
That's petrifying to me, because if the majority agrees to it, they will do it.
Kala,
The
whether they agree or not. I mean, you can check like why every country is talking to each other, what they're gonna do, why every country had exactly the same rules and regulations pretty much. I mean, they are discussing how they're gonna proceed. Like, it's true.
Malaka, it's crazy. Yesterday, I was having this same conversation with somebody else. Anyway, it's actually fucking insane right
But
now.
it's true, like you can
True.
see like all of the G4s, Davos, meetings, and all of the countries go together, and then you can see that even for lockdowns, all the countries did at the same time. There was no difference in between them.
For me,
So
I
there
really
is-
believe that all the governments, all the world governments, sit behind the scenes and decide, okay, now we're gonna do this, now we're gonna cause this issue, now we're gonna invade this, and you're gonna play along, and you get this, and I get that.
And not even like this, to be honest, because okay, big corporations are who owns the politicians. I can see it as a small sample in Greece, but also in other countries that you have.
However, look at the
whatnot.
US, a prime
Yes,
example.
it's whatever the companies that spend the money will say, and the others will do it. So I had a trainee in one of my class.
Marius is a trainer, by the way.
You're also a trainer.
I'm also a trainer, by the way.
Anyway, we're corporate trainers. We're cogs in the machine. We're gonna bring the system down.
From the inside, we're gonna burn that motherfucker down.
And
I'm joking. I need a job.
comedy purposes,
Yes,
for
yes,
legal
yes.
reasons.
Yes.
And one of my trainee that he was like in the army and everything, and then he was like in the security of politicians. He told me that he was in one of the meetings that they have like with the European leaders or whatever.
Yeah.
And in front of the cameras they were speaking to each other and shaking hands. And yes, that's a very important topic we need to discuss. And they went into the meeting room for like, they turned off their phones. They were there for like 40 minutes talking about how the trip was, which hotel they're gonna stay, what should they do to have fun, where they're gonna go on vacation. And then when it was time for them to end the meeting, they just went out looking very like serious and talking to each other like, yeah,
We're gonna save the
that's,
people.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you for the discussion. Like, it was just bullshit. It's just,
That's absolutely disgusting.
but
to
it's true.
me.
Like, someone else is giving them the plan, the agenda. Okay, we need to do this, and then they just have all this for show because you vote for them, so they need to show that they do something.
We should talk this in detail next episode. It's a great topic. I have a lot of opinions about that. I really
And
have.
we can just split them. So
Yeah. I think I have inside of me an anarchist who wants to burn down all institutions and
to
organizations.
be honest, like humanity needs a
Honestly.
reset.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I watch the Purge movies. I'm like, the concept gonna make sense, you know?
Yeah, the only thing that petrifies me is e-food and food delivery and going out. But other than that, I'm down for civilization to reset. Not to burn down. I love people. I love humanity. I just
no
think-
violence, just
no
a
violence.
cleansing. Like,
Yeah.
people should go to jail.
Yeah, and remove a lot of people from power worldwide. No, I'm not speaking about Greece. Just worldwide, and we have to okay, just very quickly. Sorry,
Yeah, sure.
tangent. I think modern cities and the way they're set up to be a rat race, and the way that they're set up to kind of make you fail, to be honest, and only for a few elite to really succeed. That's so toxic because it's no longer about working hard and you will earn a good living and all of that. Maybe 30, 40 years ago, our parents, for example, you can go get a job anywhere. You got this and this, and you will be able to afford a house and have kids and get a car and all of that. The odds are so stacked against us right now that only really a few people control everything. A few people can really succeed. I'm not saying a lot of people now succeed and make it big. Those are the very small majority. I know I might.
Yeah, but they don't do it with like what will be considered like the proper way. It's difficult to say like how either you like are a genius and you have like I agree with everything you said. So either you're a genius and somehow you make it work, or you're lucky because luck is a factor,
It
or
is
you're
indeed.
doing shady shit. So you make money. So then you can say I'm hustling and I made it and now I made it big.
But
and shit.
honestly, those people, a lot of these people who succeed, they come from wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
Generational wealth, or their parents are wealthy or important, all of that. Listen, look at it this
it's
dumb
true,
way.
Ray.
This
It's
dumb
true.
way.
Like,
Let's look at stars. Let's look at Ariana Grande. Let's look at Lady Gaga. Let's look at these people. They all come from money. They all come from money. Like you hear those sad stories. Like I don't know if you guys know Jules, amazing artist. Anyway, she used to be big back in the day. You still are, Jewel, if you're listening to this. She came from poverty, and you hear these stories, and they make you think, like you really, if you work hard and put yourself out there and push yourself, you can make it. But the majority is, the large majority of successful people come from successful families. Can you really beat the system?
Not
That's what I'm
successful,
saying.
from wealthy families.
Wealthy families, I should say.
Like,
yeah,
I'm not
sorry.
gonna say names, but there are certain politicians.
Let's not say names
I'm not gonna
because
say names.
comedic purposes.
There are certain politicians in Greece that they own like 30, 40 houses. They owe like millions in the banks, and the bank is not confiscating anything. They make a lot of money because they own stuff, but then they actually, when they do their taxes, they saw that they made like 8,000 a year, less than I do. But if I owe like, I don't know, like 2,000, they're gonna take my house.
Yeah.
So how can you beat the system?
You
Like,
cannot.
can't.
You can. This is why what you said
I
about
think
reset, I agree
you're
with.
playing a role, so the banks or whatever, they will let you go because you are gonna help them out in different ways, or you're
course.
fucked. That's it.
Yeah. This is why this is again what I mean. We need a reset about these institutions that really make your life worse. I'm not saying civilization is bad.
If
of course
it
is
wasn't
good.
if it wasn't for the banks, everything will be better. Like at this point, we're
It's not just about the banks.
no,
it's
it's
corporations,
it's
all
the
of
whole
that.
system. But right now, like you have banks that they will take your house for, I don't know, like 10,000 euros or whatever. But on the same hand, the same banks, because of bankers that they are greedy and they really fuck up the global economy, they will literally ask us to bail them out. So they take money from our taxes to keep the banks afloat, which a bank is pretty much like an establishment. I mean, it's like a company of its own.
It's like a satanic home, yeah.
Yeah, so they need bailouts because themselves got fucked up with giving loans with high interests or whatever. They ask us to pay, and now that they're profitable, they take your house because you don't give me any money, but we have been paying for the banks like non-stop for I don't know how many years. Anyway, fuck them.
Telos padon.
Cryptocurrency.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, honestly, I hope it happens in a, of course, peaceful way. But nothing ever happens with peace. All the big things in history,
even if
it
you
was with
even if
revolutions.
you protest, even if you do it like non-violently, let's say it's like just to protest like as a democratic right, they're just gonna come to you and start punching you and say, yeah, someone throw a rock. I mean, they're not gonna let you protest, even if you protest and they let you, like the whole Greece, let's say, going out, do you think that they give a fuck?
Of course they don't. This is
They're gonna turn it around somehow.
like what I'm trying to say without I'm not inciting it. I'm not saying go do it, guys. Of course not. Peace is the way. I am a pacifist. You know me, Marie, right? I'm very
Don't
peaceful.
call Mari Morma like that.
I'm terribly signomi. But all the great revolutions in history where systems were toppled, they weren't peaceful. That's the thing. And this is what I don't want. I don't want for us to change systems to do that. Because we should have advanced enough as the human race not to go there. But what the fuck? Like, some people literally don't have a conscience. You have to have a conscience. Like, you have to do the right thing. And they don't. It's just so greedy. Maybe if I were rich as well, I would be greedy. But I always say I wouldn't be. I honestly wouldn't be. I would just do it, as I said before, from afar.
The thing is, like with greedy people, like, okay, you're gonna make some money. Like, once you reach a point that you have like a comfortable life, then why keep going? Like, you see, like the super rich, like the super wealthy, like Jeff Bezos or whatever, they have like billions.
Why do you
Like,
need that money
100,000.
for?
It's just a number.
I honestly, like, really legit talk. I, of course, want to be wealthy. I mean, who doesn't want to be wealthy, right? You want to be free. You don't want to be a slave to a company or to a job or whatever, you know?
To your rent. To
Exactly. Like, you don't have to worry
buying
that you're not
groceries.
exactly that you're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to afford a house. I never want to be a billionaire. I have zero interest. What I want, of course, a house. I want a home, right? And I want to not have to worry about I cannot eat. Or once in a while, if I want to go somewhere, I should be able to do it. I don't want this amount of wealth. I really don't.
Right now, like the majority of people, like I guess 90% of the world is like they're struggling
Of course.
so that the 10% can, I don't know.
Of course, the middle
fuck the rest
class
over.
is gone. There's not even a middle class anymore.
Yeah, it's either you're poor or you're rich.
Even if you have 10 million, let's say you are wealthy, you have 10 million, you're gonna live a great life. Your kids are gonna be great. Your kids' are gonna be great. Everybody's gonna be able to live happy, to have food, to do whatever they want, right? Why do you need $1 billion? Okay, maybe that sounds maybe a little bit anti-capitalistic, but I'm totally for these people getting taxed as hell. And the
Yeah, like,
the usual argument is, oh, so you're gonna punish me for doing really well. Ellare,
No,
have
the
a
thing is
fucking
that
conscience.
if you see how it works, like, okay, if you're poor, maybe you're not gonna get taxed. If you are middle class, you're gonna get normal tax. If you get a bit higher, you're gonna get taxed more. Like the more you go up, you get higher tax. But then you reach a point that you make so much money that, you don't pay
get
anything.
taxed, yeah, like
what the
Amazon
fuck?
pays zero, I think.
Yes.
Have you heard? There was a great thing that I saw the other day, not the other day, a while ago, to be honest. Warren Buffett, he had a secretary, and I don't know how it came to be, but she was telling him about her taxes. His secretary, which probably makes what 0.0001% of what he makes, pays more taxes percentage-wise than he does. And I think Warren Buffett, I don't know, Buffett, one of the good rich people, let's say, he understood that's inherently wrong, and he spoke about it. He's the one who said, "What the fuck? Why is my secretary getting taxed more than me? How is that fair?" And again, if you work hard and you're able to succeed and you make a lot of money, good for you. Nobody should be able to take that away from you. It's your hard work.
You know,
but
usually
there's a
people
certain point of wealth
people
that you can acquire.
usually say tax the rich, and then someone that makes, I don't know, 100K a year, which is like, okay, it's wealthy, it's not like rich.
Of
They
course,
say,
it's a lot of money.
why you want me to pay more tax than you? No, we're not talking about you that you are just being okay, relatively wealthy. We mean about the people making like billions.
If you make billions and you pay 40% taxes, you get to keep $600 million, and you're contributing to your society, to your fellow humanity. You're giving 400 million. You're keeping in your pocket 600 million. Is that so bad? I don't think so. I mean, fuck you. Fuck you.
Same with the Greece, like the wealthy, as like ship owners and whatever, like by law they're not supposed to pay. Like they say, if you want, give us taxes, so that they can keep their businesses here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Telos Padon, we've talked for a long
that's
time.
it for today.
Marius, I want to thank you for giving your thoughts to the people.
Thank you for having me.
It's our podcast, you're not a guest. But I hope you guys enjoyed as well.
Next episode, conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we're gonna basically talk about all the unknown.
Lizard people, is the earth is flat? Is there flat?
You know it is. Why
Yeah,
even
obviously.
discuss this? Yeah.
You should take it the other way, like, is actually the earth round?
That's a conspiracy theory that it's round, honestly.
Yeah.
It's flat.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's flat.
Aliens, we kind of speak about that, so it's
But I want to talk more about aliens.
Sure. We can talk about...
Mermaids?
No, okay. Not so much.
But not like in the typical
like-
methodological sense. Like, can people breathe underwater?
Sure.
All right.
Like, we can talk about the moon landing.
Did it happen? We know. We don't know. Anyway.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Ciao, ciao.